Hello boys and girls, I'm going to teach you all about something called nouns. Now nouns are very special words. Nouns are the words given that name a person, a place, a thing, or even an animal. A noun is a naming word. So boys and girls, it's quite easy to see what a noun is because nouns are everywhere. Nouns can be all over the place. Now if I said to you, I'm going to talk to you about something, how do you know what something is? I'm going to talk to you about something over there. Well, what could that be? What could that be? Now we've got to think about it. Now, if I had to tell you, I'm going to talk to you about something, that something has a name. And I can talk to you about a car. A car has a name. Now you know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about a car. A car is a noun because I have given it a name. A car is something and the word car gives it a name. So if I say to you, I'm going to fetch that, you don't know what that is. You can't see what that is. So I need to show you what that is, or I need to tell you what that is. So I can't bring my car in here because that just won't work. But I can tell you it's my car, and you know what a car looks like. Now if I said to you, I'm going to talk about sunglasses. These are sunglasses. Sunglasses is the name given to these. So sunglasses, that's a noun. Sunglasses is therefore the name of something. Now, what about gloves? These are gloves. Gloves is the name of something. So the noun is the naming word. So these are called gloves. That is their name. So the word gloves is then a noun, a naming word. So now when we think about it, noun is the name of a person, a place, a thing, or an animal. Now I want you to think very carefully, boys and girls. There's lots of things in the world. There's lots of places in the world. There's lots of animals and there's lots of people. So think of an animal. Can you think of an animal? That animal has a name. I'm thinking of an animal and my animal's right here. And if I pick up this animal, what animal is this? This is a dog. Dog is a noun. It is the name of an animal. But now this dog's name happens to be Sky. Yes. So now Sky is also a noun. So I'm going to put Sky down and we're going to carry on. So boys and girls, the name of an animal, a fish, a frog, a cat, an elephant, a rhino, they're all names. And those are nouns. They are the names of animals. Even you could have a mosquito because that's the name of an insect. What about a fly? That's the name. Am I right? What about a parrot? That's the name of a bird. And they are all names. So they are all nouns. Now I'm going to show you some more. This is a book. So book is then a noun because it names what this is. Tell me, what is this? This is a pair of scissors. Yes, so scissors is a noun. Then I've got more. Here I've got a hat. Hat is the name of something. This is a thing and it is a hat. Then I can use this to draw lines. What have I got? I've got a ruler. But we use that as the name. Now boys and girls, I want you to imagine riding something down the road. What can you ride down the road? There's lots of things you can ride down the road. Now this thing has got, let's say, 4 wheels. Okay. So it can't be a bicycle because it's got 4 wheels. So what could it be? Think about it. Think, what has 4 wheels? Boys and girls, I can stand on this. Something I can ride down the road. It's got 4 wheels and I can stand on it. Now we've got to think of the name of this. Well, it could be a scooter, but it's not. Well, let's see. 4 wheels and I can stand on it. Ah, you've guessed it. 4 wheels and I can stand on it. We have a skateboard, boys and girls. That is the name given to this. And the name is to help us to call it something, help us to know what we're talking about. So we use the name. If I had to go and say, oh, I rode the thing down the road, that could be anything. I rode the thing down the road. Okay, what was it? What did you ride? Well, it had wheels. Okay, so it could be a bicycle. But if I say, I rode my skateboard down the road, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we use names. We use names all the time. Now, boys and girls, if I said to you, when we're learning and you're sitting at your desk, in your chair, and you've got your name tag in front of you, and you're looking at the board, and Mrs. Leslie is writing some work on the board for you. Where are you? Well, you're at school. Isn't that right? When I'm doing all of that, you're at school and you're sitting in your desk. You're at school, boys and girls. School is a place, and that place is called school. Somewhere that you go to buy things that you can eat. Somewhere that you can go with your mummy and you get a trolley and you use that trolley and you go around and you fill that trolley with all the things that you want to buy. What is that place called? That place is called a shop. Shop is a noun. That shop could have a special name, a special noun. It could be Checkers. It could be Spar. It could be Oxford. It could be Pick and Pay. It could be Woolies. So all places have names. So another name, where do we live, boys and girls? We live in a country. But that country has a name. What is the name of the country that we live in? We live in South Africa. So boys and girls, that is a name. The name of a place. During the holidays, and when it's really nice and sunny, you like to go somewhere. Somewhere that you can play in the sand and you can swim in the water. Now tell me, what is that place called? Yes, that's called the beach. And you like to go to the beach. Well, beach is a noun because it is the name of a place. That might have a special name, like Sharka Beach or Addington Beach. They might have a special name, but the beach. Beach is the name. So boys and girls, you like to go to Pavilion. Some of you like to go to Gateway. Those are names of places. The shops are places. The mall is a place. So boys and girls, we use a noun to name it. So when you give something a name, to call it something, then that is a noun. So boys and girls, I'm wearing a dress, so that's a noun. I'm wearing a waistcoat, so that's a noun. Oh, let's see. I have shoes on, so that's a noun. So boys and girls, anything that has a name to tell you what it is, that's a noun. So we've looked at places, we've looked at things, lots of things. So what about people? The name of people. So if I said there was a girl, so girl must be a noun. And there was a boy, so boy must be a noun. If I had to say to you, they were sitting having lunch, who's they? You don't know who I'm talking about. What if I said to you, Kwandile and Talia were sitting having lunch? Those are names, so you know who I'm talking about. If I had to say to you, let's see, I saw someone eating a sandwich, who am I talking about? I can give a name. I saw Wamkelwe eating a sandwich. Let's see, we can just say, I saw Mum in the kitchen. Mum is a noun. I saw Dad in the garden. Dad is a noun. So we use nouns to name people and places and things and even animals. So anything that has a name that tells you what you're talking about, or who you're talking about, or where you're talking about. Those are nouns. So I want you to look around your house and see how many nouns you can find. Go around, look in your rooms. Your bed is a noun. A chair is a noun. Your TV is a noun. Mum is a noun. Your brother is a noun. So I want you to go and look around and see how many nouns you have in your home. There's lots of them. So anything that has a name is a noun. It can name what it is, where it is, who it is. Okay, and those are all nouns. So boys and girls, I hope you understand now what a noun is. I hope that helps. Have lots of fun. See you soon.